And when the excuse time comes and you say, it was for charity, a luxury car for charity, my dear bishops. Isa pa kayo mga putang ina. What a hypocrite society. When you fondle us when we were young, going into confession, holding our prick, and asking us what are our sins, and you keep fondling us while we are pouring out our sins, then you pretend to be the righteous institution in this country. At kung mag-atake kayo, church journalism, politicians, police, all. There's a veil of hypocrisy. Let us unveil it so that we can understand each other and live in a democracy that is run by truth and not by vested interest or people who pretend. It's the pretension dito. Tapos your advice, Mayor Duterte, if you are really a victim of abuse and the rest of your class, why don't you file a case? A stupid statement from, it happened when we were first years. That was in 1950s. To whom shall we file a case? Itong si Oka Cross, another idiotic bishop. Who do you suggest file a case? When will you file a case? That's acts of lasciviousness. It prescribes in about 5 years, 10 years. There's no more crime. What court shall hear it? The priest, he's in hell now. Long time ago, he died. How much did they pay the offended parties? 25 million. And you still insist on hypocrisy. Huwag kayong bumoto because Duterte has many wives. How about you? You have families. A lot of bishops have families. I will not stop. And I can spend the whole 6 years of my presidency exposing you and attacking you. Bakit? Kayo lang ba? This is not a one-sided affair, by the way. There are politicians who would accept it and swallow it, not me. That is why I said, I can lose the presidency anytime. I can lose my life and honor anytime. That's what I said. I will not die if I will not become president. So, don't fuck with me. I'm willing to throw my last card. Hindi ako ganong ugali na politician like the Americans na mapahiya na sa swallow and stick it down there for so many years. I can even lose the privilege before inauguration. Do not give that, don't dish out that bullshit in me. Kayo rin eh. Kayong mga journalist, alam ninyo yan, nagbubulahan tayo. There are those who are really into the paid mouthpiece. They write about the brains of politicians as if they are not. Nako. Well, I can write. I can have my own website and attack you. All that I have to do is to make a research of your life and the life of your children and daughter, and I will just put it there. Ganon yan eh. You do that, and we will do it. Then start remembering in the past what you did. I will bring it out. Hindi ko kayo ginaganti. Hinahamon ko kayo. You do not have the public outcry. You think too much. You know, guys, you think too much of yourself. Just because you are in that honored role, their membership, you think that you can have your peace. Yeah. Alam mo ano, you want your cake and eat it too. That's the problem with some journalists in this country. Having one's cake and eating it. Okay, I'm through with my rantings. If you want more, I can talk about it. If worse comes to worse, then we'll have just to expose each other. Sige. Then I'll give you the name of persons that I have given money who are all journalists. Gusto ninyo? And not only money. Favor sometimes. Huwag ninyo akong ano niya kasi presidente vulnerable to attacks. Not me. Not me. Any question?
All right. For orderly proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, we have a list here of those we will ask to us specific questions.
I would answer anything about journalism, and I'll give you the truth. Go ahead.
We will give you only one question with a follow-up. First on the list, but before you ask your question, state your name for the record and the outlet that you represent. Number one is Rocky Ignacio of PTV4.
Sir, President-elect, good evening. Having said that, how do you intend, to maintain naman good relations with other journalists? Hindi naman po parang lahat ganon. And
Well, I said that everybody, there are exceptions. The crusading and the true ones. Pero mayroon rin ditong mga journalists na inyo na nandyan pa nagsusulat pa sa pag nandito, sabihin mo kay Mayor, patbala ka ng durian. Well, of course, it's pittance, but that's how it is. Now, hindi lahat. Kaya sinabi ko, I was very careful. There are those crusaders telling the truth and sacrificing the way they live in a simple life because they do not crave for the things that they do not have and cannot afford.
pero Mr. President-elect, hindi ba na-compromise naman yung issue ng message mo dun sa mga talagang victims nung sa media killings?
Well, I said that was the reason. He must have been killed because he was a truthful guy, a crusader, or he was a mouthpiece of everybody, or else he was there into extortion activities. Karamihan dyan sa third, extortion activities. Kaya pinapatayan. I'm just telling you the terrain. It is not, and that is what I have learned. My father was governor here for the longest time. And I was small. I could hear what they were talking there. They were discussing. I was there during election time and who was paid and who was not. I was there when my father discussed about the virtues in the likes of Chuck Nunez, Doresa. They were the journalists as a journalist. Meron yung iba, meron dito pinatay. At ako pa ang pinagbibintingan kay Pala, walang pakialam dyan. Remember, you were there that night. I was the guest of Sunstar. Anybody from Sunstar? And we were there at night because sinabi ko, there was this guy who was crying because his father's name or the memory of his father was desecrated. And he was crying, and there were a lot of journalists there, broadcasters, about 4, one coming from the government station. And he was standing there beside us and he was crying because he wanted to kill the guy because, I said, the idiot took the name of the father in vain, not knowing that the week before, the father died already. Kaya and I said, and I stood up and pulled him in one corner. There were stools in the bar and said, sit down. And, this is how life is being lived. You have to make some adjustments. It's a democratic society. At tapos, batay, ako pang pigbintangan. Why would I kill him? He made me popular. He made me mayor for almost 9 terms. So why would I kill him? He was making me popular because he was yakking, and people knew that he was a criminal. He was into extortion. True, at one time, ako yung hindi. I am the guy. I will never send anybody to kill you. There was an occasion that I could not really. I went to the casino, look for him with a gun, and the security said, "What do you want?" Nako, I want to kill Pala. Where is he? Pero kung sabihin mo mag-ambos-ambos, that's not my style. And everybody, taga Davao, no, naghamon talaga ako. I always challenge you to a gunfight. From the military, lahat na dito. May isang idiot rin na general dumaan dito. When he was General Matiliano, I challenge him to a gunfight. I always do that. I do not send goons and paid assassins. You know, I do it myself. I want to slap you in public, I will slap you in public. If I want to kick you in public, I will kick you in public. You have known me. Now that I'm the president now, you know me. Ganon talaga ako. Hindi ako nag-utos ng bata. As a matter of fact, may gusto akong hamunin, I always say to my security, get out of this room. Tapos, if it's a policeman there, dalawa lang kami. Putang ina ka, bumunot ka, let's ka. Ganon ang style ko. Hindi ako I do not send people. Pero, are you true?
Mia
I'm
Reyes.
asking you if you are true. Not true to the story. Are you true to your commitments in life? You appear not to be the other way around.
Mia Reyes of TV5. Are you here?
Ay, Rocky.
Mia
You're still beautiful, Rocky. Naabutan mo na lang ako dito, presidente na ako. Kasi inesnab mo yung pagkatao ko.
Mia Reyes.
Your husband is here? Well, throw him to the sea. The back of this is the sea.
Ms. Reyes, your
Sir,
question,
good evening.
please.
Mia Reyes po from TV5. I'm about to ask another topic. Would it be okay, sir, on the cat
We are
calling?
leaving now the journalistic
Okay, sir.
expedition.
Okay.
Not
May I
yet?
just
May
get your reaction, sir? Because some media organization are urging some journalists to boycott your briefing, sir. Just your reaction on that, siguro.
I do not want publicity, you know that. It would be good if you disappear, and I'll just stick with the Rocky Ignacio here. I've known her since when? Well, during Marcos's time. He was pushing a microphone over my face. To my mouth. Ginanon ko, bakit mo pinapakain mo yung... Siya pa ang galit. Mag-boycott na kayo. As a matter of fact, I'm urging you, make this trip the last in Davao City. I do not care if there's nobody covering me. You know very well that before I ran for president, nobody knew me or knows my face. Why? You know, Manila guys, I hate giving interviews. That's why I would be content with a camera, a cell phone taking pictures of me when wag kayong pumunta, and that is make it the first time in the history of this republic. Do not cover me. Total, nandyan yung si Rocky sa Malacanang Press. We have our own. So I'll just tell the people that if you want to see the coverage, anong estasyon ninyo, Rocky? PTV4. Oh, everybody's listening. PTB4 na lang kayo.